Over 120,000 people have sacrificed their lives for the cause of freedom in Iran. But the next generation has picked up their torch and continues this path. Our next speaker is a representative of this generation, the generation that didn't see the revolution but is carrying on that torch. Sedídی was killed by the Iranian regime in 1988. His daughter صفورا is now a member of the Central Committee of the PMOI. We will first hear his dialogue with his daughter, and then we will hear صفورا herself.
زندگی صفورا و داستان صفورا چگونه است و چقدر دوست داشتنی و زیباست. از خمینی بیزار است و فاصله خوبی و گناه را از سر مویی باریکتر می‌داند. او در همین جهان بهشتش را یافته است. او این همه را در قلب خود دارد. دنیای او قلب اوست. قلب او وطن اوست. وطن او زندانی است. قلب او زندانی است.
Dear Madam Rajavi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Safora, and I'm a member of the Iranian resistance. On International Women's Day, I express my greetings to all of you, to the women across the globe, but especially women and girls in my homeland, in my country, Iran, who are suffering under the Iranian dictatorship. And unfortunately, 8th of March is actually a day, International Women's Day has been removed from the calendar in my country, Iran. Moments ago, you heard the words of my father, who lost his life in struggling against this brutal regime, this dictatorship. And at that time, I was 6 years old. But now, when I look back, it seems as he was describing my future with his words. Actually, once he said something that was very impressive for me. He said, "Safora, in life, we are like a small stream attempting to reach a river and eventually the ocean. So I decided to take this path by joining the resistance and becoming a drop in this sea on the path towards freedom. Ever since I was a child, I was very interested in law. But I realized that studying law wouldn't help me bring justice to my country. I came to a crossroad where I have to make a decision. I realized if I truly want equality and freedom for all, I have to take the responsibility, as my parents' generations did it for over 30 years. Now I'm very glad to be standing in front of you and to be able to tell you that this torch is being passed on generation after generation, and now the youth of today, as you can see here, until they are carrying this flame actually. And this is a path that we, all the youth, will continue until reaching freedom and until fundamentalism is uprooted from my country, Iran, and from the whole world. To tell you the truth, this path hasn't been easy. And actually, no one promised that it will be. But through all the obstacles, there was one phrase that gave me strength to overcome. One very famous phrase, I think, "Mi tavan va bayad," we can and we must, that I actually learned from Maryam Rajavi, not only a phrase I learned from Maryam Rajavi, not only through her words, but through her every action. What was very amazing for me when I joined the resistance was the relationship between the resistance. Actually, growing up in European democracy and equality, it wasn't a new term for me. But what I was witnessing was democracy and emancipation at a different level. And the most fascinating issue was that it wasn't a vision, I was seeing it in practice. These people wanted nothing for themselves, instead were always the first to make a sacrifice for the others. They never give up or give in. It is only through teamwork and unity that they can go forward through their common goal. I have seen the flourish of new ideals, women who have experienced a lot in their daily fight against the mullah's tyranny for many years, but they are willing to make way for the new generation to enter the scene and allowing them to lead in this path while teaching them and holding their hands every step of the way to make sure that they succeed in their new responsibilities. The Iranian regime tries to destroy the vanguard role of women and girls in their struggle for freedom through suppression and persecution. However, all the youth, this new generation, the Iranian new generation all over the world, we will stand united, and we have sworn to overthrow the godfather of ISIS, and we will most definitely succeed.